Wait. So Donald Trump actually declared Nigeria a country of a particular concern. Do we really understand what this means? I would like you to listen to Aisha Yusufu as she explained, give us detail about this information. I will reserve my own comment, my own opinion on this matter for now. Because you know what? I'm a fan of Donald Trump. I love him to the moon. To the extent that my first son, I named him Ode Donald Trump of Canada. My son's name is Donald Trump. I did not give him Trump. I did not give him Donald. I gave him the two names. That is to tell you the extent I love this man. So you might think that my opinion is because of the love I have for him. Because what Donald Trump just did, it is something that we know for sure in our country. Our leaders know, but they deny him. Take a listen to Aisha Yusufu. Peace and love.
Hello, everyone. So there's a breaking news. Finally, the United States of America has declared Nigeria a country of particular concern. They just did that some moments ago. Let me just read. And you know, Donald Trump put out a tweet that he made. And this is what the tweet says. Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass murder. I'm hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern, and they put it in capital letters. But that is the least of it. When Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, and this is 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide, something must be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. So this is what Donald Trump has just put out. And the first thing that I tried to do was to read up. I've heard of country of concern, a few times, but I've never really read up to see, okay, what does it entail? So I went to read, and part of the things, and also check other countries that have been there, Saudi Arabia, India, and all of that. Nigeria was there before. It was removed. I honestly, I didn't even know that Nigeria was there before, but just reading up, it showed that Nigeria was there before. It was removed by Biden, and then now it's back there, because the way it was made to look as if this was the first time. That's what, for me, it's all about. Are Nigerians being killed? Yes, Nigerians are being killed. If putting it as a country of concern is going to help Nigeria, please do it. And then when I heard they've had it, so if they had it before, it didn't have that effect. If there is a way that the Nigerian government is ashamed for them to have the political will to actually begin to act so that citizens will stop being killed, it helps every one of us. Where instead of the competition of, who is being killed more, who has... Human beings are being killed, human beings are being killed. And if there's anything that needs to be done for that to stop, please let them break down, or let them help, let them do whatever it is. Probably now that they'll be more focused into, because what they are also calling now that other countries should also imbibe what they've done. Probably by the time they put more effort, more focus on this whole issue, that Nigerians are being killed, Christians are being there's a genocide of Christians, maybe the Nigerian government will have shame and feels remorse and start actually having the political will to tackle the killings that are on. Because most times we find out that when the citizens are talking, I've always said this in plenty of places, that when we the citizens are calling on the Nigerian government to do something, either making demands on them or something, they never bother, they never answer until it goes international. When the international community, international media now put focus on them, you now see them actually, doing the right thing and doing the... For me, the thing I see about this designation is, how can he help Nigeria? How can he put more focus on it? How can he put more pressure on the Nigerian government for them to now begin to, take the protection of life seriously? Because every life is supposed to be protected. The primary responsibility of government is the protection of lives and properties, and any government that fails to protect the lives and properties of its people is actually not fit, to be called a government. So the main issue is that how does this translate to, we tackling the issue of insecurity? Do we have issue of insecurity in Nigeria? Absolutely yes. Are people being killed in Nigeria? Absolutely yes. How do we stop them? That's the end story of it. It's not the argument is this or it's not that. It is you that your own person has not been killed, that you are thinking about numbers. The person that they killed, this person, his whole world crashed. There are people whose families have been wiped out. There are people who have gone through so much, grieving because their family members have over time been killed. So all this luxury of arguments, whether Muslims are being killed more, whether Christians are being killed more, whatever, for me, that's not the issue. People as Nigerians being killed, as citizens being killed, can we have help to get this thing stopped? Because at this rate, there's almost lack of political will amongst the Nigerian government for them to do the needful, especially now that we have an illegitimate government in office who doesn't even seem to bother with all this thing that they are talking about. Like I was earlier today, I think I was doing a tweet, but I had so many things, then I didn't finish up that tweet. For me, I was like, terrorists in Nigeria will be very, very happy with, or they're already happy with the kind of illegitimate government that is there. You see them in the way that they are audacious in attacking people, killing people, almost as if, yes, now you know that thing where they say, now we they run this town. That's what literally the terrorists, are doing. And you would see of recently where they are talking about this coup, that there's a coup and all of that. They've shaken the military, they've reorganizing, they are retiring people. I saw one particular video, I don't know whether it's a recent one, where they showed a man who was like in Borno, that he was this retirement is retiring, and people were happy. He must have been a good boss to them. But all I was thinking was that this man is doing the work. You just remove him. Who is not going to be doing the work? Who has the institutional knowledge? Who has the historical background knowledge of the war and will be able to tackle it? Now you've come, you've made how many generals to now resign? You can't train general in a day. It takes years and years, decades and decades for you to be able to train someone to be in that place, to know those positions. Now you're just removing them. Meanwhile, we are fighting a war against terrorism, a war that we are not even defeating as much as we can. We see where they talk about peace talk, and you're talking about peace talk, and guess what is happening? These terrorists are coming armed to the teeth. They are issue for them. It's not peace talk they are coming for. They are coming to do show of force. They are coming to tell the villagers around them, look, now we they run this town. Don't you dare think that there's anybody who is going to come from Abuja or whatever to come and save you people. Military. I saw recently also on social media where they had a video of some people who were being attacked, by the terrorists, and he was like, we are being overwhelmed, we are being attacked. And in the background, you see someone who was calling maybe his family members or loved one and telling them, hey, that see what is going on in case you don't care for us. These are harrowing experiences that people go through every day. If we think about, the families, the loved ones of military people, of soldiers, what they have to go through, even the soldiers at the battlefront, what they have to go through, they're telling us they are not being fed well, their allowances are taken away, even when they're killed, their families are not looked after. So you really think, ask yourself, where is that loyalty going to come from? Where people will say, oh, we are going to put everything that we can, to having a nation that works for everyone. So for me, this designation as country of particular concern, if this is what we motivate, the ones in Nigeria to take this thing on, the killings of citizens that have been happening, and actually begin to work toward it, for the killings to stop, so be it. For me, whatever political this thing arguing, it's not like this. Please, can they just help us stop the killings? It's crazy. The number of people that are being killed, it's unbelievable. And we just want it to stop. Thank you so much for watching.